welcome back. So today we are talking about the importance of a balanced meal throughout your day, especially when it comes to maintaining your blood sugar. That's why we've got Hy-Vee dietitian Nikki Stahr, who is joining us. I have to make sure I got that name right. Just to give us a little bit of advice on what that's going to look like. So first of all, Nikki, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. I love being here.
Absolutely. So it's clearly so important to maintain your blood sugar for multiple reasons, but it's kind of important to make sure that there's a sequence to your meals throughout the day in order to do it, right?
Absolutely. So we always heard breakfast is the most important meal, right? But when it comes to blood sugar balance, having that balanced meal in the beginning of the day, whether it's right away in the breakfast or maybe throughout the mid-morning, but we want to like pack it full of protein because then you're going to have better balanced blood sugars throughout the rest of the day. So I have some fun little new products here. This Catalina Crunch is a high protein, high fiber cereal. So if you're a cereal eater, this is a great new alternative for that. I just kind of built a Greek yogurt parfait, added some of my favorite fruits, right? So you can really pack in that protein, even if you like something sweet in the morning.
I actually just had a yogurt parfait this morning, so I feel vindicated now that you told me that. And so what all does this one have in it? This parfait, to be specific.
Oh, so so I use just some frozen berries and some Greek light yogurt. So that's again going to add a little bit more protein in there. And then I just topped it off with the protein packed cereal, the Catalina Crunch. So you can pick your favorite flavor. Kind of an alternative to that granola that we're used to, but it's a great way to fun way to pack in that protein as well.
I have the granola.
So that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, good. So I do want to actually take a little bit of a step back because I feel like sometimes balance is such a hard word or kind of a loose term. So when we're talking about balance, what exactly does that or can that look like?
So balanced meals are just basically incorporating the food groups within your meal plan rather than just eating a carbohydrate or a starch or just eating a protein. So we're going to combine at least 3 of those food groups together for a well balanced, not only for proper nutrition, but again, just making sure that we're getting some protein and we're getting some fiber in there to kind of help balance those blood sugars.
And how are we doing that with these meals here?
Yeah, so science shows that meal sequencing can help improve blood sugar spikes or decrease them by 75%. So as dietitians, we often teach the plate method when it comes to kind of helping us get more vegetables in, maybe some weight management, and blood sugar control. So we're gonna start with a half a plate or half a meal of like non-starchy vegetables. So I have here just some salads, some of my favorite carrots, right? And so we're gonna eat that first because it has lots of fiber in it. It decreases the, it slows down your digestion. And so then you won't have the blood sugar spikes at the end of the meal. And next we're going to do a quarter of the plate of our lean proteins. So here I just have some chicken, but you can do salmon, you can do plant protein. Armed it with some healthy fats. And so that protein and fat will help you feel satisfied. Okay, so that's also going to kind of help slow that blood sugar spike. And then you have your starches last. Okay, so again, that quarter of that plate is that starches. So, so any favorite starch, bread, pasta, potatoes, right? So we're going to eat that last. And here is what's called goodles. So I don't know if you like some comfort food, that boxed macaroni and cheese, sometimes that we like that flavor, but goodles is a good alternative because it has high protein, high fiber, and it utilizes ingredients from like broccoli and kale, and it kind of sneaks it in there for some extra nutrition.
Hey, you know what? That sounds good to me. And I'm all for if I can eat something like that, but still feel that nutrition, that nutritious value. Where can we get more information? And also, real quick, you mentioned blood sugar screenings. People can get those like for their A1C, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So one way to know is just know your numbers, right? So we have some generous sponsors that are helping us provide A1C screenings throughout the month of April. So you can go to Hy-Vee.com, click on the health tab, check dietitians, and you'll find more information about how you can register maybe for a free A1C screening this month.
Very helpful information there. Nikki, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
You bet.